I have to apologize to you guys because I was intending to make a completely different video right when we came to the winter with my cargo bike, as I explained in the last video. But actually, I got tied up in a different project and it went a little bit out of control to the point where I'm now working on that project and I've already built the prototype to a certain degree, as you'll get to see. So I think you might be interested in hearing about that first. So first things first, we call this thing the Knarr'Go. And the reason why it's called Knarr'Go is that a Knarr was a name for a Viking's cargo ship back in Viking days, obviously. And a Knarr was different from other Viking ships because it was only designated for cargo. And so on the front, you have an emblem which shows you the ship without any dramatic dragon or anything on the front or back. A lot more simple and perhaps boring, but the Knarr was an example of something that's a logistics vessel, right? And given that we are here in Norway, we thought it would be cool to call this thing the Knarr'Go. And as you can see, it's very narrow and very tall and reasonably long. And so the goal of this category is to transport approximately between 2 and 3 cubic meters of goods at the max and deliver it to the door of your customer wherever you are in a dense urban environment that would benefit from having such a small vehicle that can go in bike lanes and such. So here you can see the name, obviously, Knarr'Go on the back, which is a little play on words because you have Knarr, you have cargo, and in Norway, go means good, so Knarr'God, and you can have this Knarr'Go, which is also like a bad pronunciation on my behalf, but it means really good or like super good. I don't know. It's something Norwegian would have to explain to you, I guess. So here you can see the version that we have without any box on. We've just thrown a checker plate tray on so we can actually just test it. This is, as I said, a prototype. In the last, let's say 6 to 8 months, I went from basically concept sketch to this. Met a guy called Jesper, and he's the one who's been wanting this type of product for a while. He works with this product in different brands and different things within Oslo, and he saw an opportunity where we could build something which is more durable, more car-like in the way it's serviced and maintained and supported, but something that also can really tolerate the winter. Now, I must stress that even though this looks really quite polished, I must say, for a prototype, it is still missing quite a few important details like mudguards, for example. I did a test run the other day in the rain and got completely drenched. The whole thing was like covered in mud and rain. And yeah, there's no mudguards on the back either. But so the basics of it are, it is a logistics vehicle for last mile deliveries within dense urban areas. And it's built to tolerate the snow and the harsh climate here in Norway, and which means, of course, it should tolerate other climates too. So that's basically it. And then we have space on the back to have box if you want, if you're a post-delivery service, if you want a toolbox with some workbench on it with a work roof over the top. And we're going to work on the box soon. But for now, we're just testing and validating our concept of having this type of electrical platform. We're using the Movaria system, which is a very simple but smart electrical system. I say simple in a way that I mean it's designed to be not complex so that it will break, but complex enough so that you have a lot of smart overview. So we have obviously IoT module in the front so that you can monitor the vehicle's status, including battery status, right down to the max and min cell charge of the batteries. And then you go onto the battery system. And so Jesper's other company that he runs is also manufacturing these batteries. They're a 48 volt, 2.5 kilowatt hour, max draw of 4 kilowatts. Obviously we're not using all of that because it is 2 kilowatts, not 4 kilowatts, as I said before, that we draw with this system. And this system is chainless. So you have a generator at the front, looks a lot like a normal e-bike drivetrain, but actually that is a generator. So it has all the torque sensors and cadence sensors you would have in a normal mid-drive e-bike system. But on neither side do you have a chainring, right? So it is a system that's designed to simulate a chain as much as possible. We'll get into that later because we obviously have a lot of fine tuning to do. I have my own preferences with how I expect it to feel. It's basically set up in a very easy to ride mode at the moment, but I'd like to adjust it a bit to what I would like to have it feel like. Suspension wise, we've got double wishbones in the front, and in the rear we designed a 4-bar linkage system off like a 4-wheel drive. A little bit hard to see here, but yeah, it's got obviously a nice shock absorber there, 2 D&M ones front and rear. They are a little bit oversprung, so right now it's too stiff, it doesn't articulate enough. Of course, given this type of vehicle, tall and narrow, we don't want it to articulate too much, but we want to be able to maintain traction on uneven surfaces, so it needs to articulate a bit. So that's just a quick rundown of this vehicle. Obviously there'll be more to come when we actually get a bit further along with the development of it and with the box and stuff. I'll actually show some of videos of it in use. I want to just test the heck out of this thing so we actually get a really good understanding of like, okay, we wanted to make a really durable product. How did we achieve? Did we get what we wanted to do with the product? And already now we get a really good reception of like, how it feels for a complete beginner to jump on this thing and ride it. All of these cargo bikes are a little bit intimidating because of their size, but in reality, they're very stable and easy to use. It has some really nice forward reverse functions which some of our Avaria system already has built in. It's a logistics vehicle, so you need reverse and forwards, relatively easy to achieve. And then in this function, once you've got the hazards on, it has a max reverse speed of I think about 4 or 3.5 k's an hour. And then in forward, I think we have a max speed in this mode of 6, right? So it's a walking speed. So this is a good mode to use if you're on a footpath, which is obviously where this thing is designed to work for half the time. And when it's going between locations, doing the deliveries, then you'll be obviously switch off the hazards and you're back into full power. So that's the vehicle. I hope you can excuse me for being so slack with uploading videos. We'll do a little bit more into this vehicle later, but for now, this is it. This is what you see. We're working on something pretty cool. We're currently raising funding to grow the company, and we have a really good team behind us. But yeah, I want to say thanks to Jasper, most importantly, for letting me do this project with him. It's been a rush and a pleasure and a joy. And it was great that right from the beginning, we both had the same thing that we really want to learn by doing, right? Obviously, I had to do a lot of design work to get to this point. We didn't just want to put something together because we know the system works, but our design with the system, with our batteries, putting it all together, really cool testing phase right now. I'm really excited for what's coming next. But like I said, in the next video, I'll show you my cargo bike, I promise, and what I'm doing with it now that I've stopped pushing on this prototyping project and I'm more refining it. I can move into doing a bit more of my own cargo bike project again. The construction guys love it, I'm sure. They're thinking, I want one of these Tonka trucks out of my house. All of these vans. Half of them could be replaced by one of these things, potentially. Let's see. Whether or not the drivers are willing to do it, that's a different question, right? It's also only fair to give you a little show around in my workshop. So here's a little B-roll to give you an idea what it looks like up close and personal from different angles. As we spin around the Knarr'Go here, I just want to say thank you to everyone who put in the effort to get this project so far, so fast. It's been really refreshing to be a part of such an effective team, and I look forward to seeing this innovative idea become a great product. So last little thing just before I go, guys, if you're interested in finding out more about Knarr'Go and the whole project, you can find the link to the website below. And if you're interested in investing, just get in touch with the guys and you'll see the rest of the team and get a bit of a better picture of what we're trying to build in reality. But for me, obviously, I'm designing this in the daytime and in my spare time, still working on projects for the alternative commuter. So that's been it. Thanks for watching. This has been the alternative commuter. Let's keep making mobility better, one ride at a time. See you in the next one.